that the more you heal, the bigger the distance is between the person and the situation that doesn't heal, that stays in the trauma, compares to where you're at and where you're projecting to go. And I think, I don't know, for me personally, I'm not going to call out any one particular incident in my life because there's been many. And I'm sure you guys who are listening and watching as well, you've had your stories, you've had your difficulties, you've had your traumas and experiences in life and pains and such. But um, it's so strange to go through horrific circumstances that at the time you don't think you can ever survive, to then go through the pain of healing. And right now I'm in the stage where I'm annoyed at it. Uh, where like things continue, like I've healed a lot, I've grown a lot as a person. And I think I overall have changed completely to who I was even 2 years ago. But it's strange to be where I'm at now and realize just how it's hard to put into words. It really is. Like I look back at certain people, I look back in certain situations, and I think not in a blaming myself or like shameful way, but I think, how could I have ever allowed that into my life? How could I ever tolerate that? And then I go further back, and then I think of the people who may have instilled those ideas where I think, let's talk about relationships, friendships, romantic, familial, it doesn't matter. Where endurance was how I showed love, where endurance was how I showed loyalty. I thought that that was loyalty. And it's really interesting to go from living that experience and the people who projected that idea or may have influenced that notion of love and respect and relationship in general with another person in me, to now being an adult where I have healed a lot of things. I've let go of a lot of people that weren't suited for me anymore, or that I didn't feel like I suited, and look back at that and be, childhood self and be like, how could you treat a kid that way? How could you treat a friend this way? How could you be a part of a school system that treated kids this way? It feels like I'm a stranger to myself. And I think when you heal and you look through the lens of that, of whatever stage you're at in your healing, and you look back in your life, it changes your memory, not in the way that it changes what people have done to you or anything like that, but it changes the feelings you had towards that person. It changes how you view yourself. It changes your worldview yet again, and how you now want to move forward into the future.